Hey, Greg Adler here, president of Off-Road Warehouse and part-time off-road racer. Here at ORW, we're not just your typical off-road shop. We sell race parts. Come check it out. We sell everything from FK rod ends, Bragola, PCI radios, and we're even selling direct BF Goodrich racing tires. Check out any one of our 10 Off-Road Warehouse locations. Get you dialed for going down to Baja or anywhere else you play.
Sure, everything's made of something, but time and sweat is what puts it together. And it's that relentless application of effort against the clock that created everything around us. The BF Goodrich HD Terrain Tire is engineered to tackle the extreme situations heavy-duty trucks are met with head-on. Because downtime can't exist when there's a job to do. Time isn't something to marvel at. It's something to be seized. It's a tool we put firmly in your hands. BF Goodrich, what are you building for?
Of off-road racing dominance, proprietary patented race technology, proudly made in the USA, unparalleled customer service and support, the choice of champions, King Shocks, the leader in off-road shock technology.
Alexander Ford voted Yuma's best for 2023, wants to be your best choice in 2024. Scan this code and look for our manager specials during the Make It a Ford Summer Sales Event. Get a 2024 Bronco Sport, just $28,816. A 24 Ford F-150 Crew Cab 4x4, just $45,277. And take advantage of 0% financing for 36 months. It's time to own the off-road in a new Bronco Raptor or F-150 Tremor. Alexander Ford, a difference you can count on.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here with your next Monster Energy Fishgistics update of the 2024 Baja 400 today. It's been an exciting morning. We've had some stuff happen. We haven't had a lead change yet, at least physically. We have on time. We've had a few cars have issues. We've had a lot of flat tires, especially coming through the Europan section. So it's been interesting to watch so far. But let's go over and look at the live stream. So see right here, we have our live stream over here. And they're showing the wrong one? Hold on a second here. We're going to turn it back on for you guys. Hold on one second. We got to get the right screen up. We have Rob. I was trying to show you Rob McCachran is actually, he's having some issues right now. And Rob McCachran has stopped. He's come to a stop. And we're trying to get it up for you guys. It looked like they had the hood off. And they were doing something under the hood. And he was trying to get it back up. But let's see if we can show you guys the tracker here. So let's zoom back in on the tracker. Rob Mack didn't look like they were in too big of a hurry, but you can see he's right here at actually at 0 miles an hour. He's at mile 146. But if we pull up his live stream, see, there we go. So he's out of the car. He's showing the live stream the problem, I think. Let's see if has he got audio on? Let's see if we can hear it.
Sí, un trapo conectártela. No, no, presión, ahí no va para nada. No, no, no.
What's he showing us?
Que caiga allá.
Can't quite tell what that is. It's trying to show something to the live stream. Interesting. something under the hood. Maybe they hit something and they picked something up, and he was trying to get it out from under the hood. But bummer for Rob Mack. Yeah, he had some kind of problem. Space stop there was an issue. That's what I was trying to show you guys. I saw Rob was doing something with his phone, so I wanted to show you guys that real quick. Yeah, something, maybe a line was cut, or maybe a cactus got in there. Something hit something, huh? That's what he was trying to show. So if we get an update on what exactly is going on with Rob, we'll let you know. But kind of interesting. Broken weld or something. Yeah, something happened there. So anyways, let's go look at the leaders. So the leaders, Rob's not in the lead now. He had a pretty good run going up until that point, though. So we have, let's see, who do we have? We have the 46 still. They've been up front all day. So Toby Price in the 46 and Bryce Menzies. They're kind of walking away a little bit, but we don't know where Christopher Polvardi is at all times because his tracker doesn't update very well. But it does look like it did update now. So this is the best updates we've seen on the trackers in a while. So check it out. Toby Price is first. We got Bryce Menzies second. We got Alan Ampudia third. And then we have Christopher Polvardi in fourth. So that is your top four right now on there. And then behind them we have
Welcome.
hang on one second. So Rob Mack's co-driver just got back in. I was looking at that. Looks like they're getting ready to go again. So good news for them. So that's your top four. We have Luke McMillan. However, Luke McMillan is losing an engine. There's blue smoke coming out of the exhaust on there, and you can see that's oil smoke coming out. And also it doesn't sound very good. We've had a couple of videos sent to us, and when Luke comes by, it sounds like it's popping and sputtering. His engine is not running well, so I don't know how far Luke McMillan is going to make it. Depending on what's wrong with his engine, it could be catastrophic, or it could go the whole way and just be down a cylinder or something. But anytime blue smoke is coming out, that is definitely not ideal. You don't want to have that. So that's what's going on with the 83. The 1L Gustavo Bedosa Sr. with Ricky Johnson driving. Ricky started in that truck, and I think he's going to go to, I think he's going to 290 if I'm not mistaken. It's either 205 or 290 that Ricky's going to go to, and then Gustavo Sr. is going to get in there. So that's what's going on with the 1L out front of the Legends class. Justin Lofton also having a good run there. And Jessica McMillan says Luke lost the motor. Okay, so did it completely go now? We might see him. He's doing 7 miles an hour. He might be just about done at this point. It didn't look good in the last video that we saw. So big bummer for Luke. I know Dan had a problem at the 500 too, so bummer for them. Yeah, look, Luke's on the road going out. So it looks like Luke McMillan has called it a race. He will not be the winner today. However, he did start the race, so he does get to qualify at the Baja 1000. And I know that if you guys talk to Luke, he said that's the only race that really matters. Same with Dan. They all like the Baja 1000. That's the one that you want to win. So they will get to qualify there and hopefully have a little better run. Cameron Steele, that is Josh Daniel in the truck right now. He's driving a mile 205, and then Cameron's going to get in. So he's got about another 50 miles until Cameron gets in, but they're having a really good run. That is Josh Daniel in a Geyser all-wheel drive, actually. Jesse Jones had that truck before, and then it went to Steve Olagus for a little bit, and then it went to Josh Daniel. He had a bad wreck in it at the SNOR race earlier this year, but they were able to fix the truck, and that's the truck that they're racing. So that is an all-wheel drive Geyser truck there that they're in. We got Ruben Torres. That's that Nissan Mason Motorsports all-wheel drive truck. Then we have behind him, we got Tavo Vidosla, who had at least 2 flats earlier we know of. We have the 58 Tracy Graff. That is Justin Bean Smith driving. And Bean is driving to mile 240. So Bean's still in that car. He's got about another 100 miles to go. And then Tracy Graff is going to get in and take that one to the finish. Then we have Rob Mack, we just showed you guys, who is moving again now, it looks like. And there we go. So Rob Mack back on the road. They got that fixed. This is a look at his Starstream right here. So big thanks to Starstream for getting all these in-car shots that everybody's showing today. Rob Mack moving again. We got Mikey Lawrence back here, and driving with Mikey Lawrence is going to be Dustin Grabowski. I believe his first time in a trophy truck. So Mikey's going to mile 200, and then Grabowski is going to get in at mile 200. Dustin Grabowski is going to get in and take it to the finish. Sam Baldy, and then the 19L, Tim Herbst. The 19, you might notice it has an L next to their name now. That means that they moved to the Legends class. So Tim Herbst has officially moved into the Legends class. And it looks like they plan on racing there maybe in the future. That's the first time that a Herbst entry has been in the Legends class, though. So the Herbst now in the Legends class. Tracy Poole, Kevin Thompson. That is Kevin driving. He started in there. Harley Letner is going to get in later. about mile 290 or so. Kevin will get out and Harley will get in. Roberto Romo there, and then Dallas Luttrell there, and got corrected, Nick. So, yeah, Mikey started Lawrence. Dustin has driven in the Lawrence TT a couple times, so not his first race in a TT, and we are correct that is Mikey in there right now. Then we have 87 Dallas Luttrell, and that's it. All right, I'm going to turn off some of these layers over here and show you guys a couple other classes. So class 1, we have up front Cody Parkhouse, but right behind him is Kyle Quinn. So Cody Parkhouse and Kyle Quinn battling it out at the front. We got Brendan Gaughan in third place here, and then it's quite a ways back to the next ones. Got a good big gap here. Cody Reed, we've seen them stopped a couple times. I think they've had a couple flat tires. The 168 would be my guess there. We got Max Eddy Jr. in the 141. That is a Pro R Polaris UTV there, holding his own. He's actually gotten around the 133. The 133 was actually holding him up for quite a bit earlier in the race. He was right on his bumper. He had to really work to get around the 133, but you can see once he got around him, he's putting a bit of a gap on him now. So Max Eddy Jr. in the UTV is chasing down the 168. Those are both all-wheel drive cars. Obviously, this is a big block Alumacraft up here, but got a little bit more horsepower. But Max Eddy Jr., he's holding his own so far. He was the first car to mile 100 too over the spec trucks. No spec truck beat him to mile 100. So with our bet, we're going to have to see. You know, there was some rumors that Jason McNeil may have passed him, but I didn't see any proof of that pass yet that we can definitively say. And he was first to mile 100 because Jason McNeil was broken. So I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see what happens there. So looking at the spec trucks, I believe they have got around him now, though. Let's see. Where's the first spec? Oh, that's the Trophy Truck Legend. Hold on, got to find the Trophy Truck spec here. So yeah, you can see there is a few that have got around him now. And I knew they were going to, because once you got to mile 100, that's where it's much higher speed and the spec trucks were going to be able to. That's why my bet was mile 100 and not farther than 100. So the 241, Stephen Beal is out front. Thor Herbst is in second. Justin Davis is in third. We got the 297 is in fourth, but this is really close between all these guys. Look at how close we got to zoom in. We got Mike Marsal, Bryce Swaim, Brent Fox. Those could be any order, just depending on when the tracker updates. And then behind them, we got Jordan Brenthal, that's Abdali Lopez, and EJ Herbst back here. So this is your lead pack, and then there's kind of a gap back to your next pack that's led by the 205, the 203, and the 209. And then there's another little pack back here. So that's what's going on there. And the look at the Trophy Truck spec class. Laughing at these class 1 guys. It's funny because the UTV is kind of holding in there and they're all mad. So all right. Behind them, let's see. We got class 10. Class 10. Let's go back here. All right. The 1077 Dale Eberts is back there. So first is going to be earlier it was the 1000, so it was Francisco. When we checked earlier, he still could be in first depending on these tracker updates, remember, especially when they're this close. It's really hard to tell. So it's a battle between Dale Eberts and Francisco right now for that first spot. The third spot is definitely Bruce Yee, it looks like, and then we got the 1002 and the 1011. That is a look at your top 5 in the class 10 category, which is actually more class 10s this race. There's 13 of them, so kind of cool to see more of them show up. So 13 of those. The Pro UTV Open class. This one has 17 entries in it. Let's go take a look. Caden McCachran, he has a big lead in this class right now. Wow, look at that. Caden is putting some work in right now. He is leading this class by quite a bit. So Caden McCachran is out front over Mitchell Alsup. Now this is actually a Can-Am right here. So most people in this class are the Polaris Pro Rs. Mitchell Alsup is in a Can-Am. He's in second place right now. We got Wayne Matlock in third. So Wayne Matlock in third. We got Craig Scanlon in fourth. And then we have behind him, we have, let's see, Craig Scanlon. Then we got to zoom in. We got Brandon Sims and Kristen Matlock bumper to bumper, and then Justin Lambert. So that is a look at the top. We know that Brock Hager had a problem earlier. He had a rear shock, or I don't know if it was rear. Sorry, he had a shock they had to change on his car. So that cost them about 3.5 minutes or so. So Brock Hager down a little bit on time early. Cameron Steele is entry. He's obviously going to get in the trophy truck later, but he does have a UTV under his name as well. There's Brock Hager back there. Like I said, he had a mechanical issue earlier. They were able to get it fixed and get him back in the race. So that is that. All right, so Max Eddy got a flat tire at mile 116, and that's why the so many spec trucks were able to get by him there. So Max Eddy with a flat tire at mile 116, and that's what was able to allow a bunch of these to get by him. None of them were by him before mile 100. So there you go. Just letting you guys know what happened to Max there. He was stopped for a bit at 116, and some spec trucks got by. All right, that's a look at those. Let's go look at the forced induction class. Earlier, we had Phil Blurton smoking everybody, and he still is right now. So Phil Blurton still out front there. Phil Blurton first in class. Mark Brunette showing his second now. We got Eric Cozen third. Rodrigo Impudia moving his way up. He was not fourth earlier. He's fourth now. We got Edgar Garcia, and then Bogart here in sixth place. So Rodrigo making some moves in the Pro UTV forced induction class. Now, the other UTV class is the Pro Stock class. We got to zoom back up a little bit for them. So zoom in down here. They're just getting down to the bottom of the Europan loop. They're going to get on the highway in Santa Tomas for a minute. The 3921 is your leader there, first one there. We got the 3900 right with them, though, so pretty good battle, first and second. A little bit of a gap back to Andy Chavez in third. We got Diego in fourth. Caden Wells, 0 miles an hour. You never want to see that. In fifth place right now, but it's 0. And then Dennis Romero in sixth place and moving. So that's what's going on with UTVs. Now, class 11s, did we have any? We do. We have 2. All right, we haven't checked on them yet. And look at this. We don't even have to go back that far. They're not that far back. Oh, Oliver Flemente is at 0 miles an hour, though. That's not good. 0 miles an hour in the Europan section. That's ugly. That is an ugly section through Europan. He's at mile 61 there. And we got Eric Slorenzo is moving at 24.9 miles an hour there. So that's what's going on there. Somebody says Toby just passed Luke. Yeah, Luke is on the highway. Luke is out of the race, so don't mind the 83. He's at the highway in Collinet there. He had an engine issue. He lost the engine, so Luke McMillan is out of the race. So he's not on the course. The 46 is the first car on the course and has been the first car all day. Bryce Menzies is right there with him. Now, speaking of that, let's go look at the times because we got split times now. Remember, SCORE has these live split times now thanks to Optima Battery. Sector 2, that's mile 142. Mile 142, Bryce Menzies is first. Look at that, on corrected time. Toby Price back up to second. So Toby made some time back up because look, he was fourth place at mile 76, and now at 142, he made it back up to second place. He's 41 seconds behind Bryce Menzies on corrected time. Alan Impudia has dropped a position. He was second on corrected time. Now he's third. He's 2 minutes and 8 seconds behind Bryce Menzies on corrected time. Rob McCachran was fourth, but we did see him pulled over for a bit, so that's not going to be correct once he goes through the next split time. Christopher Polvardi was fifth. He's going to be ahead of Rob now, so he's going to be fourth. And then Gustavo Bedosla, Ricky Johnson, most likely also going to be ahead of Rob McCachran and in fifth place now. So we will have to wait for the next split times to come. That's going to be at mile 196. So split 3 is going to be at 196. And right now, our leader is at 182. So just in a little bit, you guys will see some split times populate at the number 3 split time there, spot there. And that will be what's going on there. All right, so I think that's it for this update. We'll just show you where the bikes are. They're going to be at the finish pretty soon. So look at the lead bike, the 7X. Oh, it's showing up now. It's amazing how the tracker works now. It's so weird. It hasn't been working all day, and then it works right before the finish line. It's, yeah, not saying they do something, but that bike doesn't show up a lot. Of course, it comes back on by the finish. So we got Justin Morgan, the 7X tracker hasn't been working all day, and now it's on. And the 11X right there, Arturo Salas. This is a very close battle right here. I believe the 7 is actually in front of the 11 once it updates again. But that's a really, really good battle there. And this little section you see them doing here, this blue line, this is bikes only. It's kind of cool. They put a little bike only section at the finish, and only the bikes will do that. So when you see the cars come in, the cars will go the same way right here that they went out, back to Rancho Nelson where the actual timed finish is. So if you guys are looking at this, see right here, this is the Nelson Ranch, Rancho Nelson. This is the timed finish. So when cars get to here, the race is over. The time is in, and that is the finish. They are just going to parade like they did on the way out back to town and go to the ceremonial finish back in town. But right here is where the race is going to be over. So these guys are only a few miles away. You can see they got 28 miles to go from where they are to right here, and then the race is going to be over. So is it going to be the 7X or is it going to be the 11X? I don't know. We'll find out at the next update for you guys. All right, that's it for us here. We're going to get some lunch. We're going to have some tacos, of course, because how can you be doing a Mexican race without some tacos, right? So we're going to get some tacos. We're going to have some more of our Monster here. Big thanks to Monster Energy. And then we will be back at 2 o'clock with your next update. So see you guys at 2 o'clock here on Fishgistics.
Stacy Clark here, owner and general manager of Unlimited RV. As racers, we know how important time is. Not bad, kid. 5 seconds faster. As racers, we know how important reliability is. At Unlimited RV, we have lifetime warranty, so you know we've got you covered. At Unlimited RV, we offer nationwide free shipping, so you don't have to waste your time getting into the RV or motorhome for your next big adventure.